It's gone to penalties. David is 48 on the edge of his couch, knuckles white around the remote. The whole tournament comes down to one kick. And in that half second of silence before the shooter runs up to the ball, David's chest clamps shut. A pressure that wasn't there a moment ago. His heart slams so hard he can feel it in his throat. And if you know that feeling, the tight chest, the pounding heart, the body bracing for something before your mind catches up, then you have an idea of what was happening to him. He tells himself it's just a game. By the time the kick is taken, David isn't celebrating. He later wakes up in the back of an ambulance. And here's what should stop you cold. On the days a big game is played, doctors say heart attacks more than double. David didn't run a single step. He sat still and watched. And his heart responded as if he had just sprinted up 10 flights of stairs. Because here's the truth. This was never just about soccer. It's about what intense emotion does to your body and why for millions of people, that alarm never fully shuts off. That alarm is anxiety. And if you've ever felt your chest go tight, your heart pound, your breath go short, and some quiet part of you wondered, is something wrong with me? I need you to hear this. You're not broken. Your body is doing exactly what it was built to do. So why do big games trigger anxiety so hard that they can even land some people in the ER? What's actually happening inside your chest when that anxiety alarm fires? And near the end of this video, I'll talk about the one common mistake that quietly makes it all worse and what you can do to prevent it. I'm Dr. Air, quadruple board certified psychiatrist. I've spent years treating people whose hearts and minds are stuck on high alert, and what I'm about to tell you connects the two in a way most doctors never explain. Let's start with the numbers because they're staggering. During the 2006 World Cup in Germany, researchers tracked every cardiac emergency in the Munich area. On the days the German team played, cardiac emergencies were more than 2.5 times higher than normal. For men, the risk more than tripled, and it hit within the first 2 hours of kickoff. This was published in the New England Journal of Medicine. This isn't a theory. It's one of the cleanest pictures we have of emotion reaching into the human heart. But here's where it gets interesting. You might be thinking, I'm just sitting there. How dangerous can a couch be? So researchers put heart monitors on sports fans and watched in real time. On average, their heart rate jumped by more than 90% from about 60 beats per minute to over 114. Watching live matches was equivalent to vigorous exercise. Even on a TV screen, it matched the intensity of moderate exercise. Your body can't always tell the difference between running for your life and watching your team fight for theirs. Same alarm, same flood of stress chemistry. Your heart is doing sprints while you sit perfectly still. And here's what nobody tells anxious patients. The largest review of this research, pulling 19 studies, found a pattern worth noting. When a person's team lost, deaths from heart attacks rose by about 19%. When the team won, deaths dropped by about 12%. Same sport, same stadium, same crowd. And the heart responded not to the game, but to how it felt. Dread can hurt you. Joy can protect you. Your heart has been keeping score of your emotions your whole life, whether you noticed it or not. So in a second, I'll show you the exact wiring and why it can lead to heart problems even with clean arteries. Here's the part most doctors never explain. When an intense moment grabs you, your brain fires a stress signal down what we call the HPA axis, your hypothalamus, your pituitary, your adrenal glands, and floods your bloodstream with stress hormones like adrenaline. Your heart beats faster and harder. Your blood vessels clamp down. Your blood becomes thicker and clots more quickly. Now your heart needs more oxygen at the exact moment it's getting less. This is exactly what was happening in David's chest on that couch. And it is the same cascade that runs through your body during a wave of anxiety and acute stress. In a healthy heart, the moment passes. In a heart with hidden, narrowed arteries, that mismatch can tip into a heart attack. There's even a condition we call broken heart syndrome, where a surge of stress hormones stuns the heart so badly it mimics a full heart attack, even with clean arteries. The emotion alone did it. And in my practice, the people most blindsided by this are the ones who have had normal tests. Now, here's the piece that changes everything. David's heart spiked hard for 2 hours during one game. But what if your nervous system never gets the final whistle to slow down? What if the tightness in your chest, the racing heart, the excessive worrying continue indefinitely, stuck in the on position day after day, year after year? That's not weakness. That's a nervous system that's been running in protection mode far too long. The very same biology that spikes a fan's heart for 90 minutes is quietly taxing yours every single day. And that's exactly why I built my program, the Nervous System Reset. It's the step-by-step path I walk my own patients through to calm a system stuck on high and teach it to calm down. The link is in the description below. But you don't have to wait to feel better. There's a lot you can start today. And this next part is the piece I want you to explore and send to someone you love. If you're already on heart, blood pressure, or anxiety medication, take it exactly as prescribed, especially around high stress events. Because here's that one mistake I promised you. In the research, one of the most common avoidable triggers wasn't the game at all. It was people skipping their medications. Your prescription only protects you when it's actually in your system. A missed dose on the wrong day is a door left open. The goal is simple. Give your nervous system more off switches than on switches. Protect your sleep like it keeps you alive, because it does. A short night leaves your system primed to overreact the next day. Move your body most days, because exercise teaches your heart to be strong and your nervous system how to climb down from stress instead of staying stuck at the top. Be mindful of what you stack on top during a tense game. The heavy food, the extra caffeine. Steady blood sugar is healthier for your heart and overall well-being. And when the pressure climbs, give yourself an actual release. Slow breathing, a few quiet minutes, a short walk outside. This physically lowers the stress chemistry we just talked about. I'll be honest with you. For some of you, this won't fully settle without medication, and that is not a failure. Medication is a tool that can be life-saving. Remember that you're someone with a powerful, responsive heart and a nervous system that's been doing its job too well for too long. And a system that learned to stay on high can be taught to come back down. David walked out of that hospital with a second chance. His heart had simply been hijacked for 2 hours by a game he couldn't control. The day he understood that, something shifted. He stopped treating his body like it had betrayed him and started treating it like it had been trying to warn him all along. Because your heart has been listening to your emotions your entire life. The only question is whether you've been listening back. And if yours has been stuck on high for longer than you can remember, the work now is learning how to bring it down. So watch this next, where I'll show you step by step how to reset a dysregulated nervous system.